Hi everyone, how are you? So if you don't know me already, my name is Carrie Martins and I have a healthy weight loss program and whole food eating healthy lifestyle. And I just wanted to do this quick video for you today to really share with you what's worked for me and so many of my clients when it comes to losing weight after 40. And why so many women, including myself many years ago, find it so impossible to lose weight after 40. So first of all, the big misconception is that it's my metabolism lowers at a certain age, and everyone is kind of fed this lie and believes it, and they just think, okay, it's inevitable, I have to live with it, my metabolism, it's going to do this to me as I age. Well, I want to tell you something about metabolism. It's really interesting because metabolism isn't the issue. Your metabolism is, you can actually fill in another word for metabolism called relaxation. And when we're stressed, which is the opposite of relaxation, that's when your metabolism, if we're going to call it that, isn't functioning properly, which means you're not metabolizing food as well, your body wants to hang on to fat, it wants to store the fat, and you're eating more than you need, and you're getting cravings and all these things. So that is the issue. It isn't necessarily because it's definitely not because you're aging, it is because your body is not in a relaxed state. Like I kind of sometimes say to my clients, imagine if you just lived on Hawaii on the beach and had no stress, you just like lived in paradise and had no stress, nothing to worry about, and you just enjoyed your days eating fresh fruit and going for hikes and swims and everything was perfect. Probably none of us would have any issues with our weight, right? We would eat when we are hungry, we would stop when we're not, and we would eat beautiful whole food all day long. We wouldn't have kids hanging off of us, we wouldn't have work demands, we wouldn't be like just beside ourselves with stress and emotion and needing time for ourselves and all these things, right? So it's stress is the issue because our body isn't in a relaxed state, then it's stressed, and that's what causes all the problems. So again, our digestive system's not going to work properly. We're going to want to hang on to that fat when we're not in a relaxed state. So today I just want to touch on like the three top kind of areas of stress that I see that we really need to support the body with so that it can relax and release that fat. So the first is adrenal stress. So this is like, you know, your everyday stress load or not enough sleep, life stress, right? So if you're stressed, that means your cortisol levels go up, that's your stress hormones, right? And your insulin levels, and this is going to cause your body to want to hang on to fat and not let go of unhealthy fat stores. It's also going to cause disruptions with other hormones. So then people think, okay, well, it's my hormones that's the issue. But again, it was stress that initially caused the hormones to get out of balance. And that even happens with menopause often, when the body isn't making estrogen anymore with its sex hormones. It can still make estrogen with its adrenals. But if we've been taxing our adrenals and stressed and it's not producing the estrogen, then this can cause all sorts of problems into menopause and weight gain. And so again, it comes back to supporting the adrenals, okay? So adrenals and the cortisol levels can kind of cause all sorts of issues, but underlying it all is the stress. So the next stress on the body is toxic stress. So there's toxins in our environment, in our food, and everywhere. And our bodies are very capable of removing toxins, and if we're eating healthy whole food and everything's functioning properly, it will remove toxins out of our body. But so often we have too much and our body's been compromised and it's not able to get rid of all the toxins. So then what happens is the body will want to make abnormal fat cells and store the toxins in those cells to hold those toxins safe until the body is able to get to them. So toxic stress is another problem with our body wanting to hang on to fat, also causing, inflammation and all sorts of issues. The third stress that I wanted to talk about is depriving. Deprivation is a huge stress and will definitely cause your body to be signaled to want to hang on to fat and not let it go. So dieting is an example of this. If you don't do it in the right way, meaning if you all of a sudden just stop eating or eat less, or kind of think, I'm not going to eat all day long and then I'll eat my dinner only, that can put your body into a stress response, and then your body will be signaled to want to hang on to fat or gain it back as soon as it gets a chance. So, I use homeopathy in my program. There's ways of being able to eat and supporting your body so it doesn't go into that stress response at the same time. But it's very, very important that you're not depriving yourself of food and signaling the body to go into that stress response. The other thing with depriving is it's not always from a food, right? Depriving yourself of joy in your life, of movement that you like, of a job you like, creativity, relationships, having time for yourself, sleep, water, any kind of, even taking time to enjoy your meal and making it a celebration rather than rushing through. All of these things can cause deprivation, and that will signal to the body a stress response. And all stress response will tell your body to hang on to fat and not want to let it go. There are just some ways to start looking at it differently, start working with our body. And if you guys know me, I am just going to tell it to you straight. I'm going to tell you what works for me and for my clients. And I'm super passionate about women having something that works now, because I know what it's like to try and be super frustrated. And if it works for you, great. And if not, absolutely fine. I just want everyone to find the way that works for them.